of Satanism promotes three basic areas of attraction.
Ew.
Gratification
Ew.
of flesh.
That's when you eat chicken, the KFC chicken in the skin.
And
Wouldn't it be gratification? Whatever.
some Satanists
Wouldn't it be
and a
gratification of
significant
power?
number of others feel that Satanism is a viable way of getting
I think they
supernatural
mean
help
like
because
actual power,
they
like
are too
power
distant
lifting
from
or
the
like
good God
juggling
to have any hope of
horses
reaching
above
it.
your head.
The good God and his virtues, such as beauty and joy, are essentially
What?
And unnecessary.
And it would be easier to catch the notice of an evil God
What?
than a good one.
Oh.
Like Oprah.
To better understand Satanism, it might be appropriate to talk about some of the initiation practices for Satanists. And to better understand
I'm just kind of
them,
lost. They kind of
you
just
would
keep
take a
filming
look
me. I don't
at
know what's up with this.
what might be traditional Christianity or some normal
I don't even
faith
know where I am.
Yes, keep
to
zooming in,
reverse
cameraman.
would be
Zoom into
something
that
Satanists
mustache.
would embrace.
Initiation into Satanism or a similar cult usually includes a spoken denial.
You need
of
to
the
go
Christian
to,
faith, generally accompanied by saying
McDonald's
the
and
Lord's
order a
Prayer
Big Mac.
backwards.
And it gives the guy a wink.
Rebaptism in Satan's name and taking a new name to
A
replace
Big
the given
Mac.
Christian name.
Yeah, and then go to Taco Bell and order a 6-inch sub.
Entering
Wink.
the initiate's name in the
Now that
book
gets you
of death.
weed.
And a promise to sacrifice children to Satan, and marking the initiate with the devil's mark.
Did they sacrifice Justin Bieber?
This program is designed to help law enforcement
Or the people who
officers
funded,
better understand
hatred?
Satanic cults.
I don't even know what
Now,
hatred
remember,
is, so...
All satanic people do not commit
That's
crimes.
Is it a
Some of their
Kickstarter?
activities are perfectly
top-down
legal.
shooter where you basically
But
just
there
kill
are
people
some
for absolutely no
things
reason
that
because
some
it's
Satanists do that
he's
lead
the
to
antagonist
illegal
or something like
behavior,
that.
and some of them seem
Where's
rather
my
innocent on
Kickstarter?
the surface.
The fun of sequel to
Some of
this.
those things might be just simple vandalism
You
or
do-
trespass. Cruelty to animals that might be detected through mutilation
Or refusing to snuggle when they want to snuggle.
kidnapping, whether they're adults or children, or even kidnapping of animals.
Or rocks.
Whoa.
Rape, molestation.
Ha! The My Little Pony fan community just creamed itself and laughed their heads off.
Just harming a child.
What's with all the dang abuse?
Oh, that's so hilarious!
Murder, which might include human
Murder.
I'm gonna go molest the voice actors for the show now.
or cannibalism, drug
Whoa.
trafficking, sexual trafficking
What?
of children, corpse theft,
No, that was
Cemetery
Dr.
vandalism.
Frankenstein.
black
That's not
market
satanic.
sales of bones,
Okay, if your black
skulls,
market sale is going to be of...
black
What?
market baby selling,
Whoa.
pedophilia, pornography,
Well, great. Now I'm going to have to join Satan.
desecrating
Farting
churches
into
or other
into open
religious
pillow.
buildings,
Nuggies and struggles.
weapons
Wait, what?
violations,
What?
suicide,
What if you're
disposing of
suiciding?
animal
Like
parts,
animal poop.
illegal entry
Wouldn't
into
that just be
mortuaries
covered
and
under-
cemeteries,
But that's Indiana Jones's job.
necrophilia, or having sex with dead people. These things may or may not be satanic kinds of rituals.
No, wait, go back to the
but
grave
they're important
robbing
to note
again
in
here,
your
dude.
reporting because they would fit together in a fabric as follow-up investigations might indicate a deeper need to look into the
What's
dark
with that
side
guy?
of your community.
As
So,
mysterious
note them
as
well
the
and
dark side of
ask
the
investigators to
moon.
do a little further follow-up
Be a man.
if you find any
Sorry.
of these indicated in a crime or in a police report.
Well, that was a
Oh yeah.
tools of Satanism.
Who's the Satanism? Cell phone use in public areas.
There is a difference between Satanism, voodoo,
Now
and
tell
witchcraft.
I'm going to tell
What I'd
you
like
that
to do
I'm a
is,
former
show you different
high
altar
priest
setups
of the
so you can
Satan cult,
familiarize yourself
but I have
with
all the stuff still.
how these people
I'm
operate
a hoarder.
and
I can't get rid of
their various
anything.
different paraphernalia. These particular groups.
I'm not evil, which is why I'm wearing black on black with a black
The different
background and
altar
a black
setups
parchment.
are the type of groups that would most
Hail-
probably
or
be
voodoo.
involved in criminal activity. While you wouldn't find all this stuff at a crime scene,
Oh yeah, the
you
like the
will
voodoo
find
lady
evidence
from
that they have been at a
Escape from
crime
Monkey
scene.
Island.
For instance,
She
you
was
might find
neat.
something like this pin here, which is used to penetrate a pulpit like we
Like
have
the
seen.
cigarette butts?
But then again, there are other things that might be left behind that would indicate.
Seriously, what's with the
voodoo.
cigarette butts?
Now
Now,
who do you voodoo?
Is colorful. Usually
Oh, yeah, what
beads
the...
and shells are
Like this
associated.
thing.
Must be
What
the
you're looking at
cameraman.
here is
What
two
is
small
that?
conch shells and some beads. Now this is what a priest would put.
Now,
on the
I am a
necklace, which is
former
on
high
your
priest of the Satan cult, but
indicate
I'm going to
high
perform
priesthood.
actual voodoo in front of
You
your
might
eyes
find,
and sacrifice the
like
life
this
of my
with
enemies right
beads.
before you, okay?
We gotta make
You
friendship
might find
bracelets before we
like
can
this left
sacrifice anybody.
Mine's made out of
This
rock
is the
candy.
type of stuff that
Cocaine?
would usually be left behind in a crime scene. You're not going to find candles intact, and if you do,
Pat yourself on the back.
you might find a candle very similar to the one I'm
Especially if it's
holding
from
here.
Candle Jet.
Now you might look at this candle and say, well, what makes
It's
this
a candle.
different? Well, first of all, any candle that's used in Santeria, Macumba, or Voodoo
Or Hakuna
generally
Matata
will
or Cinco
have
de Mayo.
a patron saint on the front. Now this is the saint that they would be paying obeisances to, you know, lighting the nicotine up to, drinking the rum to, and smoking the
So
cigar
a
smoke
typical
to.
Friday
I
afternoon.
was gonna say,
on
this is a
that-
frat party?
It'll have a prayer to that patron saint.
Wow.
That is only
Best
indicative
frat party
Indicative.
ever.
to candles used in Santeria
Penetrating the
Macumba,
indicative.
and Voodoo. Another thing that you might find
Is a bowl.
would be small vials like this.
You might find
These
a close-up
vials
of my
will
crotch
contain
behind a candle.
some type
Oh,
of a
yeah.
ritual oil. Usually these oils are poured over a coal.
I am now
ritual
performing the
practice.
actual voodoo ritual,
find
but I'm
a lot
a
of
former
ancient,
high priest.
Oil vials at a ritual site.
Satanic.
What you're looking at here is a classical satanic
This is when you
altar
laugh
setup.
really loudly at a joke on your
Now,
cell
there
phone with
are
earphones
more
on in the
than
middle of
one
the
type
subway.
Satanic group. There are rogue satanic groups where you have a bunch of young people that get
So
together
it's a party?
and they read books such as the
Oh yeah,
Satanic
another
Bible
satanic
by
ritual
Anton
is going up to
Sansbury.
the front of the line
Some of the stuff
and
that
completely
was published
forgetting
by the
where
Sect,
you put your
which is
credit card to
also
pay for all
another
your stuff,
large church
and then
of
having
Satan.
coupons for all the stuff.
But now an organized satanic group has an organized way of setting up
This
its
is just an
altar.
example
What
that
you're
I put
looking
together
at
in
here is
10
a
seconds.
classical satanic altar setup.
That I
Very
have all this
Spartan.
stuff, including the human
2
skull.
candle holders. One candle would have a white.
So what does
One
this
would
have to
have a
do with
black.
catching cultists?
I don't
You'd
know.
have a Baphomet candle in the center, or a Mendes ghost.
Like, how do
as
they
it's
know
called.
that some douchebag is
You
going to be
have
watching this and go, you
a
know what,
male
this thing
candle
looks really interesting. I'm going to go
on the
into
left-hand
Satanism.
and a female candle?
How do you
on
know
the
it's a female
right-hand side?
candle?
You would have a skull.
Ah,
which is
do
Do you
considered
really
a
want to
barrier
check the
of
candle
death,
for a
and a
female?
bell to ring for each
What if it's a
one of the
hermaphrodite?
Well,
satanic
I mean,
statements.
if you stuff it places and it likes it, that means
They
it's
would ring
female.
it. You would also have 2 ceremonial
Then
daggers.
you throw the daggers.
One ceremonial dagger is actually used.
And then
to
you
work in the
buy
forces
these
of
at the
magic,
dollar store.
The way occultists would do that.
Thank God they have cheap
As a
dagger you can just buy.
Working their powers.
Woo!
And the other
They try
dagger,
juggling with their
which is
toes.
called a bolane, would actually be used in ritual work. If I were going to
Like carving
sacrifice
into
someone,
the
I would
into the
use
steak for the
bolane.
company
It's
party.
considered a working
Like
knife.
carving a pumpkin.
So in a satanic altar setup, you're always going to look for 2 knives.
Witchcraft, that wicked
What
witchcraft.
Harry
you're looking
Potter?
at here is a basic witchcraft setup. Now the difference is you don't see the bells.
Witchcraft is kind of boring like that.
When a bell
You don't
rings,
see
an angel
the
gets its
Satanic
wings.
Bible. And you'll see a couple
Like
extra
a cup.
things here.
And
For instance, most witches are very adept at using the tarot. Witches are very, very big on an art called scrying or fortune telling.
So, typical
Another
carnival
interesting
games.
addition is that
Got it.
notice
watch
that
out for
the
those
candle
horrible
holders
people,
are
man. They're
wooden.
all Satan worships.
Witches perceive themselves to be nature.
I'm gonna see your
essentially
future with your
religious
palm
belief
reading.
systems. So
Oh, you're gonna have a
they
big
use
house
as many
and there's a
natural
swimming
elements
pool.
as possible. The other thing is, instead of having a
They have
ceremonial
wood.
dagger
You ever fell
like
for
we
that?
have here, that would be
No,
used
actually I
for
haven't.
Satanism, they would just use a very simple
Lucky you.
one dagger.
The witchcraft people are kind of
That's
cheap.
called an
They only
athame.
can afford dagger.
Now, the athame is used when they charge,
Did you just
The
say that
wine,
dagger is femi?
which would be in the chalice.
Jeez, judgmental
The
much.
athame would be used.
This dagger
when they
is a
charge
piece of
the
crap.
wine, which would be in the chalice.
Do a trick!
The
Juggle!
salt, which would be in the salt bowl. And the water, which would be in the water bowl.
God help you if you
as
get those
well as the
mixed up.
incense. Another interesting
Is
addition
Buddha?
we have here is Kyrnos. This is one of the gods of the witches. And the center
also
for
missing
any
an arm
witchcraft
or
altarpiece
snake.
will have,
Yeah, I
Hey,
dropped
whatever.
it. It's fine.
which is the god of the witches. Or
I gotta take
Diana.
it home.
Yeah, that means I have
Another
40
thing
years
that
bad
witches
luck,
will
bad
often
mullet
have
luck.
on their altar
I can't get a haircut because I dropped this
Is-
thing.
a mortar and pestle because they work a lot with pharmakeia or various different incenses.
So is this where the grave
This is
robbing
an
comes in,
incense we
stealing a
have
skull?
here that would be used
I hate
in
to-
ritual
Why is this guy
practice.
talking about
Notice they're very bright in
Incense. Like, is that his fetish or something?
color. There
That's
are many
gross.
different kinds. These are the kind of things that you might find left over at a crime scene. You might find little piles colored,
Because God knows he can't handle that.
It's probably chalk
but
then.
it's not chalk. It's actually incense.
I snorted this
And if
stuff
you
all the
go
time.
and Smell it. It usually has a very
Whatever you
fragrant
do, do
smell.
not pour this in your hair and
Another
rub
thing
it
that you'll
in.
Find is usually there's chalk.
Satan,
There's usually a piece of red chalk and a piece of white chalk.
screw the other colors.
This is used to draw a circle
He accidentally summons an actual demon.
around the ritual area, and it's called a
Then he
boundary
has a very
between
different
the
kind of
worlds.
story.
And then what they will do is
Ri-
make.
Wait a second,
various
so a
different
friggin'
magical
white
symbols
circle
in
can
those
summon-
circles,
Wow.
believing that these
Demons have it
symbols will
easy.
seal off an area. Now, witches
I want
are
to see you guys
known
try to
for
summon an
their-
angel. Now that
their
would take a
artwork.
lot of effort.
Just do it
their
backwards,
drawing
it's
of
fine.
symbols, their use of colored powders,
Don't talk about the colored powders.
and of course the use of natural products like
Camera
wooden
can't
candle
focus. Give it a
holders,
second.
even wooden knives. And so this would be more
Can we
indicative
please-
of witchcraft.
That chalk stuff looks like one of those weird
As we've seen, the difference
sand
between
things
the
used to
items
buy
you
for
might
kids that clump
find
together.
Oh,
on the altar
Yeah.
from the various different occult styles is subtle. When you pay attention, you'll see that there is.
You gonna clean your
indeed
table there,
distinct
dude?
Does it
difference.
matter?
These differences will give you the understanding.
You gonna clean that table,
of the
dude? Your
type
mom's
of
gonna be
group
ticked when
you're
she gets
dealing
home.
with. And when you know the type
Or
of group
wife,
you're
I
dealing
guess.
with, you'll also learn to understand
No,
how they
well,
think
they're both one and the same
Where
because he's
they'll
so into
congregate.
incense.
and will there be.
Homosexual lover. I'm not one to judge. Oh boy.
Cult symbol. This one is called J.C. Penney.
There are many different satanic symbols.
Didn't we
Here
go
are
over
a
equals
few
to
of the
this?
Gamergate.
common ones. The inverted cross. This is used to defame the Christian religions. In a
Or makes a
righted
righteous
position,
album cover.
Christ's head would be looking up towards heaven. In this position, it would point downward towards Satan and hell. By defaming a Christian symbol, the thought is that power is taken away.
Or either there or the cross is just a
The numbers
tilt-a-whirl.
666. According to the Bible, these numbers 666 are the mark.
Or 999.
The pentagon.
What? Rock and roll!
This
Sorry.
inverted star points downward towards hell and Satan. It's a popular symbol, but has no meaning other than
That
a
means when you
satanic
ever see a
one,
goat,
maybe many different versions. The voodoo
bash its
VV.
head in because they might be
We saw in
Satan.
the
I don't know
park.
what a VV
It represents
means,
the
so.
type of ritual that occurs.
Vivi is the black magician
Which
in
is the
Final
symbol
Fantasy
of
IX.
rebellion.
Captain America, I knew it.
And the swastika. In past history, this symbol has been used by witches and warlocks as
Or
a magic
Hitler.
emblem.
And people today, for whatever reason,
Glossary
think
of
it means
selected
everlasting
The
peace or
altar,
some crap.
A table used for satanic rituals.
Shouldn't people know what an
A table
altar
of flat
is?
rock,
Just
but can also be
like-
a nude physical female being.
Yeah, they played an RPG before.
The Antichrist. The Bible's book of Revelations describes him as the son of Satan. who
Obviously
will
this
return
thing has
as
ever
the
seen-
Well,
president
actually,
of the
the Antichrist is anyone who opposes Christ, so anyone can be the Antichrist.
I don't know. I saw the Left Behind movies, so I kind of think I
Described
know
as a
more about
deity
that than
in
these
the
guys
form of a
do.
goat-headed god with the wings of angels, the breasts of a female.
Wait, what was that about
and carrying
boobs?
a torch between
Ooh,
his horns.
oh, Baphomet's kind of hot.
Black magic.
Why is it always gotta be black
Magic
magic?
is
Why can't it be
used for
white magic?
destruction and hate.
Racists.
Because white magic
Black
heals
magic.
you, and Satanists
The
are
most
all about healing
diabolical
people.
rituals
Come
that can be
on.
performed
Black
by a
mass.
Satanist.
Ew.
It entails a blasphemous communion
Excuse
with
me?
Satan,
African American
desecration of
mass?
artifacts of Christianity, a mockery of the Holy Bible,
Yeah,
and all
don't be
things that
racist, guys.
Christians religiously cherish. The ceremonies involve rape and sexual assault, sodomy.
Hopefully
and
after
So,
the
a typical
sacrifices,
brony
and
convention.
also
Hopefully
the
after
slaughter
the
of
sex.
unbaptized infants. Blood.
Okay,
The favorite word for every single creepypasta writer ever.
blood. You don't know what blood is, or why are you here?
Life force directly to Satan. The circle. The circle is the
Circle has no corners. This is an octagon. An octagon has their 8 shapes,
Please,
8 odd angles, and 8...
please go back to Sesame Street if you do not know what a circle is.
Not normally exceeding 13. Traditional Satanists do not have covenants. Cult.
Not to confuse with a cult, which is like a type of gun.
Charismatic ways
Or
and
cut,
allegiance
or I don't know.
and worship. Infamous leaders include
Wait,
Hitler,
well, what?
Crowley, Jim Jones, and David Koresh.
Yes, because Hitler was into Satanism.
Well, actually, he did dabble in about as much as... I wouldn't call him a satanic leader, but...
Lucifer, Leviathan,
I would just call him a piece of crap human who deserved to die like 400 times over, but yeah.
the symbolic identification of Satan. in
Ghost
the world.
head. Ew.
Grottos. Countless Satanists in one order or
I had a
organization.
grottos once.
Hand of Glory. The left-handed
Oh,
person who has
Hand of
died.
Glory. I think that's an exotic gauntlet armor in
Embalmed
Destiny.
and mummified. It is
Hand
then
of
used
Glory,
to
what I
ward
call
off
Mr.
evil
Lucky.
spirits.
Head?
Head. Satanists believe
If
that
you do
the
not
head
know where
the
your
most
head is,
important
please
part of
go
the
back
body.
to first
They often
grade.
eat the brain to receive powers of the
Sometimes the
deceased person.
Satanists want to give you head. Be
Satanists
wary.
believe it to be the center of life. By eating the
Ew.
heart, they believe that assumption of the deceased's characteristics and powers will
How
be
come
thus transferred.
how come they aren't any smarter or stronger then? Wouldn't they be as strong as 2 people?
Normally
That would be
using
kind of
breast
friggin'
meat
obvious if they
is
were.
symbolic of the body of Christ. Satanists insert them into the vagina
What?
of the altar, or physically stomp.
They better
thus
pray it's a
desecrating
female
Christian
altar,
belief.
just saying.
Lucifer.
Wouldn't
When cast out of
Wouldn't
heaven,
that technically
he was
be under
followed by
Satan?
1/3 of all the angels.
He's got lots of names.
Those who practice witchcraft.
I don't know. Apparently the Antichrist is Russian,
as well
so.
as multiple gods.
Didn't we already cover Satan?
An angel created by God, cast out of heaven, and now the object of worship
Are we just
by
repeating
Satan
ourselves now, dude?
throughout the world.
What?
Ew.
Succubus, a female demonic force that copulates with human males.
AKA name of actress
Male
here.
demonic force that copulates with human
Ew.
females.
Also name of a really
And
mediocre band.
Witchcraft, the practice of the old religion which focuses on the goddess in her many forms.
Or what you can call your wife when she's on the run.